Happy 4th of July! My name is Ryan and welcome to Cupcakes Ball! I got a request from one of my subscribers named Sophia to make apple pie cupcakes. So today, in celebration of 4th of July, I'll be making 4th of July apple pie cupcakes. If you like this type of videos, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. And let's get started! What you're gonna need to make this 4th of July apple pie cupcakes is 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 apple pie filling, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 cup of butter, and 2 eggs. And for decoration, you're gonna need buttercream in red, white, and blue. Don't forget to check the details below for the full recipe and instructions. The first step is we sift all our dry ingredients into a large bowl, starting with our flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, ground cinnamon, and nutmeg. 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. We measure out half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then we give it a little sift. And then we set this aside. The next step is we peel and grate our apple into a small bowl. And then we're gonna pour some water with a little bit of lemon juice to keep the apples from browning. First, you will need to peel your apple. The next step is we grate our apple into a bowl. And then we pour in a little bit of water with lemon into our apple to keep it from browning. Before we mix our butter into our mixture, we have to melt it in a microwave for 1 minute. Starting with 3/4 cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup of buttermilk. We measure out 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, and then we mix it into our wet mixture. That smells so good. And then 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and then we give it a little whisk. This smells so good. And then we drain our apples, squeeze out the lemon juice, and then we transfer it into a bowl. The next step is we mix our wet ingredients and our shredded apple into our dry ingredients. Starting with our wet ingredients. Ooh. Oh yeah. And then our apples. And then we mix it using a rubber spatula. I didn't mix the eggs. Oops, I forgot my eggs. Don't forget to put in 2 eggs. Sorry. Don't forget that. I knew there was something missing. Your eggs have to be mixed with your wet ingredients. Don't do it the way I did it. Although this will still come out okay. I knew it. I knew there was like the texture is wrong. After you mix your eggs and everything else into this bowl, we use an ice cream scooper to transfer it into our 4th of July cupcake tins. This is so funny. And now, we bake this for 18 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. What you're going to need to decorate is buttercream in red, white, and blue. You are also going to need some plastic wrap, another piping bag with the 8B piping tip from Wilton, an apple corer, and some apple pie filling. Lay out a piece of plastic wrap, then pipe even amounts of red, white, and blue buttercream onto the plastic wrap. Take your plastic wrap and fold your buttercream into a log until you have both ends. Then you grab both ends, lift it up, and give it a little spin, like that. And then you cut off one end, and then we take our 12-inch Wilton piping bag fitted with the 8B piping tip. We drop it into our piping bag, just like that. And using an apple corer, we core the center, just like that. And then we take a little bit of apple pie filling and fill the center of the cupcake. And then to decorate, you pipe a swirl by making a buttercream tower in the middle, then working your way out, and then back to the middle, just like that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to be the first to know when a new video comes out. Also include creator posts. And make sure to check my community tab for exclusive YouTube creator content. Thanks for watching. See you again next week. Bye! 4th of July! 4th of July!